Happy New Year, everyone. And let's make 2025 best year of your life. So in 2025, in Jan month, this is the first batch. And I'm so excited. And let's dive into chapter 1. Let's not wait anymore. I know you all are very eager to know about Hooponopono. And I have seen all of your doubts and questions that you have written in the community. And let me clear all of those doubts and let me give you 100% clarity on what is Ho'oponopono. But before diving into that, I want you to be on certain mindset. I want you to adapt a certain mindset that you are a student and you're learning this Ho'oponopono. Okay, this video is not for entertainment. This Zoom session is not for entertainment. It's for education purpose. And education means whatever you're going to learn in this chapter, you're going to apply it in your daily life. Without applying, whatever information that you are learning is useless. In order to make a better use of Ho'oponopono, first you have to understand it and you have to apply it. While applying it, whatever the hurdles or whatever the barriers you are facing, you have to ask me doubts. Then I will clarify it to you. The one and only motto is to apply Ho'oponopono to get the end result, whatever that we are desiring. Either we are going to get exactly what we are desiring for, or it's equivalent, or more than that, more than what we actually desire. When you get that, that's when you actually became an educated person. So I want you to be an educated person at the end of this session. I want you to be educated about the concept of Ho'oponopono. So as usual, everyone knows that Ho means to, Opono means to clean, correct, and restore. But here is the question, what we are exactly cleaning and what is there to correct and what is the things that we have to restore again. Means it was there before, it's gone now, and we have to restore it back. Most people get confused that how to know there are a lot of things in our life, how to know what to clean and how to know what to correct. And most people say you have to clean your memories. So few people even asked me in the community that if we clean everything, if we clean each and every memory that we have in our mind, then wouldn't we be a memory loss patient? Wouldn't we become a memory loss patient? That is the question that one of the student asked me in the comment. I found it really funny. It's true, we are not going to clean each and every memory of yours in your mind. Okay, it's not hypnosis, and in hypnosis also we don't do this. I'm a psychologist, trust me. We are only going to clean the memories which are not useful. Let me make clear that for you. And yes, throughout this video, how my mindset is going to be, my mindset is students are really confused. They have a lot of videos on YouTube, they are attaining different courses, but still they don't know how to apply Ho'oponopono in real life. Then what is the use of acquiring knowledge when you're not using it? Assimilation is more important than accumulation. Whatever the information that you're consuming, it should be lesser than the information that you're using in a day-to-day life. You have to create more than whatever you consume. So my motto is to teach students like they never thought before by giving them 100% clarity on concepts. And how I am supposed to know that you got clarity? When you got results in real life. Otherwise, there is no use of learning all this information. Are we clear right now? Type Y in the chat box so that I'll know that you're ready to learn about it. Here you can see, read this for me. Yes, yes, that's right. It's Napoleon Hill, famous Think and Grow Rich book. And don't get confused, this book and Ho'oponopono has nothing in common. Means nobody has said anything about these two are linked. But I'm using this as an example to explain Ho'oponopono. Because for me, while I'm meditating, I read Ho'oponopono books and I took courses, and I also took courses on, Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich and everything. But while I'm meditating, this thought clicked in my mind, and it made sense a lot. So let me tell you, whoever don't know about Think and Grow Rich, this is a book successful people read as their bedtime storybook. The chapters of this book are successful people's bedtime stories. You must read this book. So the author who wrote this book, Napoleon Hill, he says that his affirmation of gratitude, that means, let's say, when we go to temple or church, masjid, when we go to God's place, then we ask for certain things. There is this question people always say, if God comes right now and he offers a wish, okay, and he's granting you only one wish. If he grants you a wish, then what you're going to ask? This is the question most of people ask, and different people give different answers. And you know what? This is the question asked in few of interviews also, in order to know the mentality of the interviewer. The person who came to the interview. So this is the question. This is a very important question, and I want you all to write your answers. If God comes to your home in the middle of the night and he grants you a wish, but you're only allowed to ask one wish, what it would be? Write down in the comments right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, please write down in the comments. If you're right now in Zoom, just you guys write it down in the chat box. I'm eager to know that. I'm really waiting. But you know what Napoleon Hill asks? His affirmations for gratitude is that, oh divine providence, means he asks this to God. I ask not for more riches, means I don't want anything else, anything more. Here, what he mean by riches means he's not only talking about material things, he's also talking about something else, which we are going to discuss in detail. But let me finish this. O divine providence, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to accept and make wiser use of the riches you gave me at birth, consisting in the power to control and direct my mind to whatever ends I desire. Direct my own mind. Okay. So, to whatever ends I desire. So, Napoleon Hill is not going to ask for $1 million like all of us. Yes, I can read the comments. Okay, got it. So, he's not going to ask for $1 million. He's going to ask for $1 million brain. So here he's saying that he also tells that we all are born rich, every single person on earth. That's why Napoleon Hill is not asking for more riches. He's not asking for anything else. He only asks for wisdom. Wisdom means knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge so that he can make a better use of the riches which he got at birth. And what is that riches he got at birth? That is the power to control and direct his own mind to whatever ends I desire. It simply means that he only wants knowledge so that he can control his mind properly, so that he can get whatever things he desire at in this life. And what are the riches he's talking about it anyway? He says that we are, every single person on earth, we are born with these riches. Riches, we got this as a gift from God at birth. And if we use our mind, then we can actually experience all of these riches, all of these 6 points, which I'm going to read now. The first one is the sound health, physical good health, mental health, emotional well-being, and spiritual growth. Everyone knows about physical, mental, and emotional health, but what is the spiritual growth means? I'll tell you what spiritual growth is not. Okay, when you're not spiritually growing, that's obviously when there is no growth, there is stillness. When there is stillness, that means, just imagine a water is not flowing, it is stored in a pond, there is no flow in that water. How that water looks like? Can you drink that water? No. If you drink, then you will get ill. So it is the symbol that if it could be a water, it could be anything else. When there is a flow, then it's alive. Otherwise, it's dead. So spiritual growth means you are evolving day by day. The life lessons you are learning day by day. When you have problems which are repeating on a regular basis, for example, you have a parent who is so dominating, who always likes to take power from you or from anybody else around them, and you are so scared of them. You moved out of the house, but still you're meeting same kind of people. It's just like they are clones of your mom and dad, your partner, your boss, your neighbor. It could be a stranger that you meet in the subway. The person is different, but the behaviors that you are encountering are the same. Maybe a person is cheated on you, or a person left you. And again you're meeting same kind of people. That means you're not spiritually growing. So the first point of the riches, we are going to go deep into this topic. Yes, I can read. Yes, of course. We are going to go deep into this topic. Don't worry. So the second point is the peace of mind. The third point is the labor of love of your own choice. That means a work which you love the most. You forget about time, you forget about food, you forget about sleep, you forget about your environments, you even forget about your health. You just want to do that work every single day. And this is also considered richness. If you read the Ikigai book, then you are familiar with it, I guess. And the fourth point is freedom from fear and worry. When you don't think about your past, when you don't live in your past, or when you don't live in your future, when you don't worry about your future, because fear and worry is related to your past and future. When you have freedom from these two, you are a rich person. When you have a very positive mental attitude, positive mental attitude is the symbol of resilience. That means, is it a spelling is wrong? Okay, no problem. So a positive mental attitude, that means most people say whatever happens, it happens for a good reason. They say this a lot of time. But you know what? Whatever happens, it just happens. We make it good or bad. It's all in our perception. Yes, it's true. It would be better to read A Man's Search for Meaning by Frank. Sorry, you're asking something. I couldn't get it. Okay, got it. Just write down in the comments. First, let me finish this, and at the end of this seminar, I'll answer all of your questions. But first, discuss about the fifth point. A positive mental attitude means whatever happens, it just happens. We are the ones who are going to make it bad or good. Even in the worst situation, also, worst case scenario, you're still finding something to make it right or to make it good. That is called positive mental attitude. You're looking at things is completely different. You can show a same picture to 10 different people. 10 different people, and they are going to give you different reviews. The way they are seeing things are different. The perspective is different. That is what a positive mental attitude is. If you're looking only the positive things, your focus is only on the positive things, then you have a very positive mental attitude. Then you're a very richest person. And sixth point, this is our favorite point. Look at here. Material riches of our own choice with quantity. That means whatever the riches that you want, it could be a car, bungalow, or property, whatever the material riches you can have, you should have if you want it. If you don't want it, it's fine. But if you want it, you have a desire, but you're not getting it, you're struggling in it, then you're not rich. And of course, with the quantity, how much you want, you should have that much in your life. So these are the 6 riches you get as a gift at birth from God, only if you use your mind properly. If you don't use your mind properly, then you have to pay all these penalties. Look at in the right. For me, it's in the right side. These are the penalties to pay for not using your mind. What are those penalties? Penalties are punishments. And those punishments are physical health issues, emotional health issues, mental health issues. Obviously, spiritual growth won't happen. You will be stuck. Spiritually, you won't grow. Maybe in the next lifetime also, you're going to repeat the same problems. You're going to meet the same toxic people because the lessons you're not learning. What are those lessons? We are going to discuss in the further video. Second point is fear and worry. Obviously, if there is a fear and worry, you will have anxiety, depression, you will have phobia, you will have distractions, you have OCD. And the third point is indecisions. You will be procrastinating all day. You always postpone works. You have a lot of doubts. You will be confused all the time. You will be clear for a certain period of time, and again you will get confused. And you won't have any clarity. You always in this state of unclear about things. You will be frustrated all the time, and making you anger is this much easy. With a click of a finger, anybody can make you anger. So you will be frustrated, you will be irritated, and whenever you want to do something, you don't find motivation. Even if you are motivated, you will get discouraged easily and effortlessly. And obviously you will have poverty, and you will have wants. That means whatever you desire, you won't get it. When you want and you get it, then it's not a problem. But you have wants, that means you're not getting what you want. That's why you call I want this, means you don't have it yet. And the sixth point, see here, most people think they only have one negative emotions. When they come into my healing sessions and I say, well, what emotions that you want to get rid of? And they say only one emotion, one negative emotion. But let me tell you, no negative emotion comes lonely. They are like pigs. Pigs always, live in a group. Only lion, tiger, they can live alone, but pigs, they can't live alone. They have to be in a crowd. So these negative emotions, these are they always comes with a group. If you have one negative emotions, likely you're having five more emotions maybe you're not aware of. So you will have envy, greed, hatred. You will also have some superstitions, which will act like a blockage in the journey of growth. It could be any growth, spiritual growth, financial growth, and growth in life. So basically, Napoleon Hill says you should be experiencing all these six riches right now. When you are watching this, you should be experiencing all these six riches. If you're not, then you must be experiencing all these penalties. Why you're experiencing these penalties? Tell me. You're not using your mind properly. You have conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind. These three minds are not aligned properly. You're not the master of these minds. These minds are controlling you. You don't have control over your emotions. You always complain that other people are responsible for your condition, whatever problems you're facing in life. And some people ask how these riches are there at birth. How it's possible that I have all these riches and I don't know. Then let me tell you, there is no formula to achieve richness, all these six richness, because it's already there. Whatever is there, it can't be achieved. For example, take this lizard. You all know that if a lizard tail got, cut into, it got removed from its body, then it can grow again. It can grow back again. And what is the formula for it? You will say these, it has a different body, it can grow back again, but how? Because it's natural. It's natural ability. How lizards can do it, other creatures can't. It has its power. It's so natural. Just like that, we have all these six riches within us. We have this. That's why we don't need a formula to achieve these six riches. It will just flow in our life effortlessly. Obviously, you have to do actions in order to achieve those, but those actions will be effortless. Then what's stopping you to get all these six riches? What's stopping you? These six riches are inside you, but for that, you have to know your true identity. See, your identity you can only see when you look in the mirror. But the mirror is filled with dust. Can you look into the mirror and see yourself? And now tell me, what are those dust which are there on the mirror? Write in the comments. Yes, yes, yes. These six penalties. These are there on the mirror, hence you can't see your reflection. When you can't see your reflection, then you can't experience all the good health, good wealth, peace of mind, positive mental attitude, whatever the life throws at you, you will have the resilience to fight back. Once you know your identity. That's why Dr. Hewlin says, Hooponopono, Dr. Hewlin and Morna Simeona, they both say Hooponopono is nothing but it's a self-identity, finding out your self-identity. Yes, yes, true, true. Write down all the questions, whatever you have, and I will answer it to you. So, What I'm telling you is that there is no formula for achieving those 6 riches. You don't need it because it's so natural, but there is a formula for removing these penalties, for removing these dust, and that formula is Ho'oponopono. And remember the definition. Oponopono means clean, correct, and restore. What we are cleaning here, we are cleaning these penalties, we are cleaning this dust. And what we are correcting here, we are correcting our way of living. We are always in the survival mode, means we are always afraid and we are always scared what's going to happen tomorrow, why that happened yesterday. We are always in this zone of scarcity because our mind is a 2 million or billion year old mind. When we were cavemen, we used to live outside. We were so scared of animals. Our body, our mind is created to protect us. It's always got trained to protect us. So when we used to be cavemen, we always have to look out for dangers. So 24/7, even though we are inside the cave, even though we already saw, okay, there is no animals around us, still we were so scared that we never sleep peacefully. We always in this alert zone that we have to protect ourselves. We might get attacked by some animal. We are always in this restless state. So Ho'oponopono is correcting this behavior of always being in the alert zone. That is called surviving mode. We have to live our life. We don't have to survive anymore. We have crossed that era. But we have to tell that to our mind, to all of our minds, conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. We have to train them properly. And what we have to restore? We have to restore the riches. All these 6 points I told you, remember what Napoleon Hills talked about it? If you go to his seminars, you will know about it. He clearly mentioned all of these things. We have to restore all of these 6 points. It will be a beautiful journey. You will experience bliss, love, all these positive emotions. Some people are going to ask me, I know, if we don't use negative emotions, how we are going to achieve our dreams? If I'm not scared that I have to, if I'm not scared of exam, how I am supposed to write exams? With using fear only, we study. And if I don't get irritated, frustrated, how my co-workers are going to listen to me? How can I not get scared when some person cheated on me and left? How can I not be, how I am supposed to not worry when my physical health is not good? How I am supposed to earn money, how I'm supposed to focus on my work when my emotional health is not good, when I'm always feeling this anxiety, when I'm always in this irritated situation? All of these questions will be answered slowly, step by step. I promise you, I will answer all of these questions and you will get 100% clarity. In this day and age, there are lots and lots of information. Getting clarity became our first priority. So yes, we have to clean, we have to erase, we have to correct, and we have to restore these riches. That is what Ho'oponopono is all about. Ho'oponopono is about clearing all those penalties. How we are going to do, I will explain it to you. Don't worry. And I have a homework for you. As chapter 1 is going to complete, has completed now. So I want you to create a Excel sheet, and in one column write down time, in the second write down emotions. In the time column, write down time for means for once in 2 hours, once in 2 hours, you have to observe your emotions and write it down. So today, right now, when you're watching this video, from now onwards, tomorrow to the same time, for the next 24 hours, what you're going to do, you have to write down the emotions. You have to observe. You have to be a witness of your life. Whatever emotions that you're feeling, you have to observe it. You have to note it down. You shouldn't react when you feel anxious. When you feel anxious, say this to yourself: okay, my mind is feeling anxious. I am not my mind. I am a soul. I am not my mind. My mind is feeling anxious right now, in this particular time, in this particular place. If you want to add place here, beside this, you can add it. I would love to read about it. So you have to write all these timelines. See, 5 to 7, my usual, timings are: I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I sleep at 11 p.m. at night. So yes, I wrote down all these time, and then all of these emotions I wrote down, whatever I used to feel. In 11 to 1 p.m. I kept here blank, because that time I was completely zoned out. I had no thoughts at all. My mind was blank. I was not feeling anything. There were some times where we don't feel anything. In order to feel something, we abuse our body sometimes by overeating and doing some other stuff. You know very well what I'm talking about. And yes, I see here, you can see I not only mentioned negative emotions, I also mentioned the positive emotions. Whatever the emotions, negative or positive or neutral emotions, you have to mention it here. And 5 to 7 is my favorite time, because that's when I get intuitions and motivations. Oh my God. And this is before Hooponopono. These emotions I used to get before Hooponopono, when I didn't practice Hooponopono. And yes, at the end of the day, I used to worry about the next day, and I used to worry about the tasks that I couldn't do. As I also know that it's today 2025, beginning of the year, so you must be having all the to-do list, but you are also worried about whether you're going to complete it or not, and you're also worried that whatever you wrote in 2024, it didn't came true. You'll have that worry, you'll have that hollow feeling, and you will be really tensed. Write down all those emotions and create this Excel sheet. At the end of the Ho'oponopono series, I want you to write down here: after Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, after practicing Ho'oponopono, how you're feeling. After practicing Ho'oponopono, what are the emotions that you're feeling? What are the emotions that you're feeling? I wanted to know that. Okay. But this is after 21 days. I wanted to write down this column, because in order to neuroscience, it typically take 21 days to form a new habit. See, 21 days is the maximum, because I have clients who cleared their knee problem, their gut health, their IBS within 7 to 10 days of time by practicing Ho'oponopono, and these are the real results. Yes, they were taking medicines also, but the doctor suggested that they also have to take care of their mental health, their emotional well-being. So that's why they came to my office, and I gave them Ho'oponopono healing sessions, and they are very well. And in my upcoming videos, I will be discussing about what are the results that my clients got and what are the results I personally got. Okay, so that's it for now. This is the chapter 1, and we are going to go to the chapter 2. Are you all ready? If you're ready, just ready in the comment box. Sorry, type ready in the chat box. Yes, yes, yes. I forgot. I know. I'm going to stop this video right now, whoever is watching in the YouTube, for them this video is going to stop right now in here, and whoever is watching in Zoom, we are going to continue after 10 minutes of break. We are going to move forward to the lesson 2. Whatever doubts you have, just write it down. I'll clear it. Okay, I got a call also. Okay, 10 minutes break for everyone. Just go and come back quickly.